Hey guys, how's it going? So this is a video where I'm like trying to show how you can easily use Apex. Apex is basically the rigging system in Houdini, a new rigging system in Houdini, which is just extremely fast and very versatile. Obviously, procedural. Maya has also introduced something new. It's basically not new, but they have just utilized Bifrost, but they have kinda, you can say they have kind of copied what is there in Houdini, but it's not exactly that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this character, and first I'm gonna show you a shortcut how you can easily rig this without having to create anything by yourself. And second, I'm gonna show you um, I will explain you node by node. So let's deep into it. Um, right now, I for the shortcut thing, I have this file, this new, basically this geometry which has some joints here, but you don't have to worry about that. We are not going to use those joints. We're going to use our own joints, use the default skinning and all that. But we also need the example file from Houdini. You can get that here. So basically Houdini, and you should just go here, get content library, and here they publish the character switching. So I'm just going to show you this file, and this is, I think, by Esther. Yes, I think she has worked a lot on this, and her videos are the ones which I watched and understood most of the stuff. Let me just open that file. So that is all right. So this is the file, and I'll show you how we can use the Electra from this and port it to the normal character, like basically whatever character we have. Um, all right. So let's go here. And now, basically, what I want to do is I don't want to use any of my own or any of the joints which are not from Houdini for a biped rigging, basically, at least, because uh, this is something which I did just now. I used this capybara, and basically it already has joints, and I didn't like had any problems. But when I was using the joints which are already in some other file, or there are some issues, right? I feel like right now Apex is in beta and we cannot directly use everything which is there. So this just works just fine, and this works very well. I will show you how to use this, and whatever each node has, the like each node has some parameters which are new and which took some time for me to understand. But let's ignore capybara for now. Let's focus on this robot right now. It's a little bit. So I'm just gonna transform this. So let's transform this to basically, how much did I did here? Okay, 0.01. 0.01. Yeah. And I think it was too big, but it's alright. And the other thing is, we need the skeleton of this, what's this called? Electra. So let's say Electra. Let's take the skeleton from Electra. And if we see here, this is Electra plus W. We cannot see the skeleton right now, but let's just take a null. And let's connect this. We actually don't need a null, but I'm just showing you. So we have the skeleton here of the Electra. What we need is a skeleton node. Let's say skeleton, and let's take a skeleton node. So here we have lots of options to use this, and this is actually pretty annoying. I don't know why this has happened like this. It took a screenshot, very nice, but this thing is pretty annoying. And so what I did was, let me just take the skeleton again. I just don't want to ruin anything. So we have this skeleton. I'm going to stash the input and delete this. We don't need Electra anymore. We just needed the skeleton. We have a skeleton here, right? So now the second thing which you have to do is we have to just press enter, like select the node and press enter. So we come here on this mode. So just click right click, and what we're going to click is F. So F switches off this creation mode. If you try to use this, it won't change from here. I don't know, that's a bug probably, but F changes it basically very easily. And then we need to go to show handle. The show handle is very useful. So let's come here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start adjusting these, but basically first at least just rotate these because I want to see the side. And you can easily adjust this like this, and space 3 4 for the side one. Let's put the pelvis. Always start from the root, so root as the ground is good, but now let's put this here, and let's press 2 and 3. First position this where it should be, something like this. Kind of, yeah. And now let's position it a little bit here. This can be a bit down here, and this one can be here. So I'm just showing you by doing one or two things, but basically I'll just show you one more thing, that is to delete them. If you want to delete something, just select the end one and then delete, so it goes back. Not like if you delete this then it will print this to this, then you have to select again. Instead select the last one and then delete. So basically we don't have fingers this side, so we don't need we can basically leave one finger, but not more than that. Oh, wrong joint got deleted. Okay, something like this we can have, and we even don't even need all these, just need one extra joint for this thing, but that's all right. So I've already like fixed and done with this, which is here, the skeleton. I already adjusted the skeleton, like not like basically I didn't do too much stuff here, but let me delete all those and bring this here. And the second thing after this which I did was just put a basic joint capture by harmonic. Let me just put that again. So joint capture by harmonic. So this basically skins it, and let it capture. It's good. I'm telling you, like Maya can never do this, or maybe they can, but I don't think they can. So to test this, we need a joint deform. Let's put a joint deform here. This will go here, and this is go here, and here we need a animated pose. So let's take a rig pose, and we're gonna use the original skeleton here in the rig pose option. Rig pose is for testing, and then put it here. So if you view this, we have this, and selection is rig pose. Now we can select anything, rotate, and see, it's pretty good. They usually where the mesh is meeting or colliding with each other, that is the main thing where we get the problem. If you see here, so we'll just put a smooth, that always solves it. Yeah, so let's select this again, and joint deform. It's not solving that. That is very strange. Let me check here once. Okay, it solves after the joint deform. Joint deform also has some kind of smoothness, but we can actually strengthen it by 15, and filter quality 3. Actually 1 of 1 is just too much. Okay, let's keep it 2. Okay, this is pretty fine. We don't need to do anything else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete all these. We don't need these. We basically needed these things. So we have a mesh, and then we scaled the mesh down, and then we created a skeleton for this mesh. And this skeleton is originally the Electra skeleton, which makes it extremely easier to use the original setup which they gave us here. So this is a shortcut way which I'm telling first, so everyone can just, if you need a rig very fast, you can just take this, right? Let's set up the character, but for that what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this and press Shift C to make it a subnet. So it's going to take 1 second, but it's all right. So let's say creature setup. Here what we're going to do is, okay, so it has one output, but if you go here biped, there are many things which are which are being done here. Okay, so first is the mesh, which is okay. Let's put the mesh. This is the mesh, and if you check here in this, we have bone capture. Bone capture is very important because this is the skinning which from which it gets transferred. So here at the output, if we check, if we have bone capture and it says 16 flat, so this works. This means that we have skinning in here. And the second thing is our this thing joint coming from here, right? So let's make one more output, and we can put this joint here. So this is good. They colored it. We can definitely color it, but I don't see a reason. But let's just put it for now. It's all right. It's not a, it's a choice. It doesn't make any difference in the rig. Just to see that it's a skeleton. And now we need all these are setting up of shapes. I'll explain all of them, basically what each of them does. But why I'm saying this is because we need to basically set up the guides. So here, if we go to promote rotation, and if you go here and let's promote rotation and see what other things they've set: the fingers, the scapula, the neck or the head parent, and the ball. So because we deleted some joints, it's not gonna take this automatically, but we can still do this from hand. It's not a big deal. It's just some. So this, and I think there was just, yeah, ball. That is all. Press enter. So let's just select this once again and see if everything's right. Looks cool to me. And then shut the shape. So this is for automatic FK creation. These joints will get created as a FK, and here we have set shape. So basically what set shape does is, set shape we are giving here. So you just have to put an attribute adjust dictionary, which is extremely important, and not like important but extremely useful. You can use it very easily to set shapes and sizes. So here you put a set shape, select the shape type, and don't forget to change it to point. So basically dictionary, if you go like this, here you should change it to point. And you see here they have properties, right? Just select this properties and just put properties here. If you come here and then we have this, then what else did it do? Okay, even values. So here we can have more values. Here you can put square, and then I think that's shape. Yeah, sorry. And here box wise is fine, something like that. Plus for different types of thing, so for basically for shape scale you need a vector here. So if, oh my god, I think I copy paste something here. Vector 3, you can just put the vector. This is like giving the properties which you don't need to adjust manually later. It's basically you have given the properties, and the auto rigging node will take it automatically. So that's one thing. So after this there is auto rigging nodes, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete them, because we kind of not doing this for now. This is just a shortcut, and I'm probably thinking to make another video because it's little complicated. It's not as simple as this what I'm telling you right now, to how to create the auto rigging system, not the auto rigging system, sorry, the foot setup basically, sorry. And let's select this and press L. So here we set the shape of two things. Now we're gonna set the middle color. It's just for look and not for any important stuff, but it does help sometime. This is the left side. Let's select the right side as well. And then for the finger color, select the finger. And okay, this is done. So our main setup is done, but we also need to do tags. So here for all these characters they did 2 tags. Let's copy this tag and put this on this one, because this is the guide setup, right? The last one. Here we're gonna put tags, but if you go here, everything is fine. Just because we remove the toe ball setup, like the foot setup, we should remove these values, and this as well. We don't need that. Fingers, chest, pelvis, everything is there. We just don't need that. Okay. And they actually created a subnet here as well and put additional tags. I'm gonna bring them. There are some tags which you have to delete here as well. So basically, if you see this ankle, we don't need this toe ball. We don't need. We can keep these. We can keep the tip. We don't need the toe tip and limb parent mirror. We basically don't need the mirror, but maybe I'll let it be there. Or let's delete it for now. We'll see if we get some problem. We'll create it again. Basically, it doesn't give any issues, but still. Okay. The last thing is to pack it in a folder. Let's pack it. I can basically copy that and paste it here. But so first will be our geometry, base shape, then our skeleton, then our kite scale. So this naming here is very important. Okay, this is how these tags and this naming of this packed folder, this is how Apex takes everything and decodes it. So base shape, and then base scale, and then guides. Actually, first time for days I was stuck because I named it guide and it took me a lot of time to figure out why it was not working. So guides scale. Let's check this once again if I have done everything right. Base shape, base scale, guide scale. All right, shape is first. Yeah. All right, so now we have a packed character here. Now what we are gonna do is we are gonna basically bring whatever was here and put it there. So this, oh my god, okay, this is the fastest way to break. I'm telling you, and this is good, not bad, definitely not bad. These rigs are very nice, and it doesn't give me FK controls on all of these. So that is because when setting the shape here of these, it chose the wrong stuff. So this is, I think, just for fingers. Let me check there. Set shape. Yeah, that's just fingers and toe ball. So this is all right. Let's put this back and let's see. Okay. Oh, just one last thing. I want to check if it has the root. I don't think it has the root. And do we have the root here? Promote rotation. I don't think we have the root. All right. So it has taken whatever was needed. Now let's go to FK. It has created the FK stuff for us. This is too small. Let me just make it a bit bigger. So here the shape where they have put this, I'll just put 1 1 1, and here this will 1 1 1. All right. So I have to warn you about one thing. If you drag select this FK, the first one, this could definitely crash your Houdini. So let me just save this file. I have like hundreds of times it has happened with me. So recording. Then the bone deform, it definitely automatically takes that which we gave from there. So we don't have to worry about that. And if you just press enter, it won't, I don't think it's saying right now, but after you add controls, it's gonna give us the selection sets. But somehow I am not, why is it not showing me the selection sets? Okay, not a problem. I'm just gonna explain what's happening here, and let me just show you. We don't need the groom. Let's delete the groom, and we also definitely not need the reverse feet. So we can just definitely click this, get this out of here, press L, put this here, put this back. And let me just explain it to you very quickly, and when we'll do the full video with the full all of these things, like creating them ourselves, you will know. So basically this is just a transform driver. Then we are doing the skinning. Then we add controls for the main things. So basically this main control and all. Then there is splines. Splines are these. This is the spline. Very nice. It works very well. And then we have multi IK. This is amazing, but it is very there's a big problem with this node. This is not a node, this is auto apex rigging node, but this shipped one multi IK, this doesn't work properly if your character is scaled. So after skin and joints are there, if you scale it or something like that, then it could cause problems. It doesn't scale the IK properly. Let me show you. Maybe I have an example to show how it went wrong for me, but maybe not in this file because I had a big problem with this and I couldn't figure out. And then I just removed this node and everything worked. So it definitely creates all the not the capybara. It definitely creates all the IK systems with pole vectors automatically, which is very nice, to be honest. It just works very good. So if you see, to edit them you would have to go in the nodes and work with that, but maybe in some other video I could show that. That's a little bit of a long process. G, when you press G, it brings up this the parameters. Selection set, I couldn't remember the shortcut what it was, but it's all right for now. Then we have IKFK blending. This is also a new pre-shipped component which creates an IKFK this thing switch. So basically this is your switch and this is the position. You can put it wherever you want and switch it. Show you how it switches, but not right now. Let's put a animate. And aim had is also one new thing which they have given. So this aim had, let me view this. All right, so it works pretty well. I like this, how this character is looking right now for this. Yeah, okay. Then we are just reparenting. So reparenting is using the transform driver from which we created the FK and the add controls and so many things. Okay, it was actually FK transform, but I mean this one, transform driver. You can parent whatever you want to whatever you need, and I'll show you an example of this. So right now I'm just gonna do is I'm gonna bring the one last thing here. So we are done with this. We didn't need the Chrome. I'm just gonna bring the configure controls and scene character. We definitely don't need the this one. Here our controls are set. Then add character, we can add ourselves. So apex add scene add character. All right, this is a scene add character. Character is added for that, and then scene animate. Scene animation. Okay, here we go. Let's press enter. What did I do wrong? Apex scene animate. Oh, I took the wrong. Yeah, I was thinking looks very different from what I've used before. So here we have gotten this, but you see we don't have the right flag. That is because when I was doing this adjustment, I deleted this and mirrored it, so it has a mirror name, but we can fix it easily. You just have to go here and just remove the mirror and put R in just 3-4 things. R. All right, so here if we go back, let it, yeah, go. Okay, so I don't see my leg coming back, but let me check the rig tree again. Yeah, it is fixed. Let's see if we are getting the tags or not. Tags are very important. limb tags, everything is here. I'm just gonna cut it, put it back. So FK is there. Then multi IK. Yeah, it did create the IKs. Okay, for the scene, this thing we have to reset all. As soon as we reset all, it reloads the character. To reload the character, we just have to click reset all. And this is just too close, but I will have to figure out. I have not done this before to change the position, which gets created from this automatically. Um, okay. We'll see. This is new. Actually, it doesn't collide until unless you go back. It doesn't collide because it is parented to that. So it's alright. One thing which I'm gonna add here is the IKFK switching, which is already there, but it's not visible because just go here. Yes. Yeah, you see these are here, but I don't like them there. I'm gonna use this one auto rigging component. So what I did was, let me show you what I did. So let's go back to Cappy, and here in the tag setup I use this. Okay, so here if you see, I just added points. I copied some points, and these points are coming from this. So if you see, we have this joints. Click on this, we have this joint setup, right? Original joint setup of Cappy. Then I just copied the points from it, the pole vector positions, so basically the elbows and the knees. Then put a color, then change their name to setting, RML setting, and then split them differently. Now like extract the centroid and put the position on the side. So if we put this on the side, and let me just merge it, and we're gonna merge this after the joint thing, because when we merge this basically what it does is, if we merge this before, it's gonna change the point number. So our merging after doesn't affect any of this. That's why we always should merge anything which we are merging after the original thing afterwards. So this is how you can put it here. So let me just show you what I did here. If I go here and put on scene animate, you see we have these settings here. So basically if I click on this and press G, why am I not able to open? Okay, here we are. This is actually the position node. I don't want to select the position node. I want to select this. Yes. It's hard to select right now, but I will change these things. They will be easy to use. And if I put it to 1, now it's on FK. See? Now it's on FK node, and we can basically select some of these and then rotate them. Works pretty well, honestly. And the same thing with this, it works pretty well. Like the skinning, we didn't do anything, honestly speaking. I want to show you one thing which you can use as an example for whatever you want to do. After that, we're going to start working on creating all of this ourselves. We definitely will take the reference from these because this is a new system and there's basically nothing available to learn. We have to always check these and what we are doing wrong or what we are doing right or what need to be changed and how they have done these things. Like you see, like I'll give you an example. So basically here they're creating a pelvis control, and here these tags, it may seems like why do they need tags here for, but if they put a tag here, they can use this tag forward. So if I don't put this tag here and make the splines, in splines there is a parent. So if you come here and see tag segment parent, right? If I go here and see, segment name, then they put a parent. So this parent is being used here to do that. And let me just go here once again. Okay, so this is done. What I want to show you guys is one rig which you can use as an example to learn anything or to do anything which you are doing for your rigging stuff, because this is the easiest and the most cleanest rig which I've seen in the content library, and that is the 2con rig. So let's go back. File, open recent file. Let me see if I have 2con here, or I'll just open it from here. Okay, linear sets, 2con. All right. Okay, this is, I think this is character switch. I opened the wrong one. I want to open the one which doesn't have all these. 2con rig. Oh yeah, this is fine. This is totally fine. We can just see here. Okay, so we have this 2con mesh, and then we just put a null, and here we're gonna set up the skeleton. Here we set up the skeleton, whole skeleton, and eye joints, the add eye. Let me see what they are doing here. Point number, X form, and add joint. Okay, this is just parenting the joint. They definitely don't need to use this. They can use a rig doctor and parent the joints, or just parent joints. But it depends on the artist, definitely, because the artists usually, I think, they are very advanced and they can use the joint parent option, or just swap for anything and they want to do. Then we have parent joints here. Then mirror group. I may be wrong, they may be doing here something else. Point number, X form. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. Setup I based on the geometry. This will have to be updated if the geo is changed. Okay, let's ignore this because I am not 100% sure what's happening here. So after this, they just like done the skeleton here. The skeleton is complete by skeleton mirror and stash pose and all. So they already also created a pose, which is very nice. So here we have the base skeleton. Then we go for the capture harmonic. Here for everything they are doing nice these things. What joints have to be skinned, what has not to be skinned, is stashing it. So it's not compiling always. And like this, the smooth attributes, so many things. And this is how they skinned this thing. After that, they also have an example for blend shapes, which is amazing. In Apex, how to use blend shapes is given here very simply and very easily. You can definitely look at this if you need. And in the rig section, we have the same thing which we did there. So basically the skinning here, then bone deformation. Okay, why is there a bind? Okay, this is just FK transform, and they just used whatever is there. Let me see. And then a bone deform. 1 second. Okay, this is a bone deform. Pretty nice. Add controls. The control edit controls here. Spine back. They have two spines. Spine neck. So basically they have two spines here. Multi IK for this thing. Minimize this. Let me minimize this. Put this here. And like multi IK creates IKs for arms and legs. Control setup is basically which control will be the parent of which control, this thing. Then look at, I love the look at. Let me just use the look at once. It's not working, not sure why. Then the blend shape is there. And after the blend shape, let's go down. Oh, delta mesh. This is a very nice example of delta mesh they have used here. And the delta mesh is also an option in here now, so which is amazing. Then we have set control shift, the fix the controlling of shapes, setting the control limits, which is also a good example. We sometimes have to do that, and we didn't know that it could happen here. But yeah, in this is just configure controls, and here you are setting they are setting the limits, which is amazing, because obviously birds hands do not go here from there. And then the pose, default pose, adding the material here. Amazing. The everything you need to do a rig is in here, and you can definitely download this on um, Houdini content library and learn from this. So I haven't checked out the ML deformer yet, but that is also one thing which I wanna check out and make a video on.